Yo, what is going on? It's your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. Much love to Seal Nation, Cool Table family, the Mikey verse. Oh my God, I'm so grateful that y'all here tonight. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, right? Because it ain't just me right now. And I couldn't be more grateful, yo. So much love to all you guys. We got full chat already. We got Decide, JC, Socks, Douglas, Havoc, Snyder Queen. Much love, Snyder Queen. Sammy, you already know what's up, right? Cocaine Bear. We got Nightwing, right? Marcus, Bat Dan, Creed, Lucas Ironside, Snad. We got Richie, right? We got Will Diesel in here. Everybody pouring in. Yo, much love and appreciation to everybody. We're gonna do some quick housekeeping, and then we're gonna bring the special guest of the night on, right? As you guys know, we are still on that road to 1K, yo. I want that 1,000 subs by the end of 2023. That is the goal. So make sure you liked, subscribe, share these videos out, because it helps the channel tremendously. All right. And you know, I would hop into the hashtag sales ZSJL stuff, but seeing as how we here, and I got a guest with me tonight, it's time to just bring him on. This man needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give him one anyway, yo. This dude, yo, has been such a monumental like pillar of this fandom, from like, you know, behind the scenes and in front of the scenes too. And he has been somebody who has helped me tremendously on my journey on YouTube, right? And just navigating this kind of minefield as a content creator. So I would not be at this level and or point in my content creation career if it was not for the help of this man. So anything that I ever do in the entirety of my time on YouTube is a testament to this man's help as well. So the one, the only, the irreplaceable Mr. Wes Ashley, aka Peely, you know what I'm saying? AKA your dad, AKA Go Deep TV, AKA Solid Snake. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, big homie?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh man, I'm feeling great tonight, Peely. I'm feeling great. I think that it's gonna be a wonderful conversation, and I can't wait to get to it, Joe. Cannot wait to get to it.
Word. I see you out there shining, man. Every podcast in the movement is talking about y'all shit right now, bro. You know, like
crazy, bro.
Y'all hashtag Forbes all over, man. I'm proud of y'all boys, man. I told you, you know, like since day one, I told you, bro. You know, and it's coming to fruition, and it's like, damn, man. When I first saw you and you were hollering at all of us to get us on your podcast and shit, and then I sat there and I watched a few of them, and I was like, man, this dude about to be legendary, but let me just get the snakes off this nigga as fast as possible. That's all I wanted to do. But when we came in, that shit just well, I know the shit was gonna be like napalm, just blow up, and then, you know, I see y'all boys blowing up now, y'all with your hashtag, and you keep hitting me up. But I see it now, dog. At first, when you were telling me, you were like, yo, this shit about to be big, bro. And I was like, yeah. And then I just kept watching because I don't be in as much as possible anymore. But Now I see it, dog. I gotta give you your props, bro. But like I said, I told you since day one. I said, dog, you next up. Get all them clowns away from you. Stop doing everything that everybody wants you to do, and focus on you and your crew. And that shit worked out perfectly, man. Proud of y'all boys, bro.
Hey, salute to you, Peely. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Cause you've been such a monumental help, yo. Just kind of helping give me guidance in certain areas, and even letting me bump my head. You know what I'm saying? So much love and respect to that. And just so that we can kind of get this on the record, right? Because I didn't come to you before, right? You ain't know that we was about to do none of this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like none of that, right? Like
nah, I think you reached out to me like you reached out to everybody else, you know, and then you wasn't telling me nothing. You didn't tell me anything. You just asked me to come on your show, and I kind of held it off for about a month. And then like I was really like just like done with this movement kind of to a point, you know, but then I kind of when I saw the people around you and I was like, oh no, they about to put this dude on ice skates just so he can, you know, fall off. And you know what I mean? How they plant like little mines and speed traps and shit like that. So nah, this all came out organically, bro. It was just like, you know, I felt like I had to tell you something. I said it and you received it like you received it, and then we just kept going. You know, what we made a new little watching room, and that's how we communicate. Other than that, the shit just been like normal, like everybody else. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to get into these hashtags, right? And kind of the origin of them, and I think that they're important, right? And I really felt like, you know, there was no better person to have this conversation with than you, because you were there since the beginning, right? So when I get into the differences between this campaign and these other movements, I would absolutely like to hear your take, because I am trying to see if you know, if this really is different, right? Because I feel that it is, but hey, we about to find out pretty much.
Right.
So thinking about this, right? When the news came out that Henry Cavill was out as Superman, right? I mean, you was upset, Peely, right? I was upset. Everybody was upset, right? Right. At that point, like that's what that energy was, right? And so everybody was in a period of mourning. We're all right. And we're all dealing with it in different ways, right? You got some people that's kind of tweeting and going off and doing certain things, and you got other people that are making videos and they're kind of upset, and I'm seeing it all over the comments. And you know, this just kind of went on for some time, and I wasn't really seeing anybody come up with any kind of solutions that I felt like was gonna get us like an immediate kind of like chance, or something that we could focus our energy towards, right? That could have like, you know, immediate kind of results. And so I did some thinking. Peely, when I was hinting at something big, that this wasn't even what we was talking about. That's something a whole different conversation. So this was on accident. No, this was literally on accident. And like, because I was looking at the landscape and I'm seeing people in Seal Nation and my viewers, right, that I'm feeling like they are really kind of out there just with nothing to be excited for, right? And they were just, you know, kind of just lashing out and just angry. And I'm like, yo, this cannot be the way. Like there has to be some way that we could kind of focus our energy towards something, right, that will get us some positive traction and some positive kind of momentum going. And I was just, like, I just kept coming back to Netflix getting the rights, right? And I'm like, like, that has to be the way. That has to be the way, because it makes too much sense. They are the biggest streaming platform. Zack Snyder is already over there, right? They worked with most of the Justice League already to this point, right? It's already been on their platform. Like, the Snyder Cut was already on their platform in certain countries, right? So it's like, it's already been on their platform. Zach is already over there. They got the biggest bag. Like, like, it just all made sense. And I'm like, hey, let's just focus our attention over to just showing that there is a demand here, right? That they can invest in. And so I came up with this hashtag, right? And then the homie Leon came up with the second one. And pretty much, Peely, this thing took off like right from the beginning. It was trending within 24 hours of me speaking it on stream.
It was destined, bro. This like when you first hear about it, like sales Justice League to Netflix, you automatically think, nah, like that won't happen or something like that. But then you think like why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it work? Like,
right?
These guys are they're trying anything right now. So why not? Why would that not work? And then I think just by going viral shows a lot of, it shows that people really want to still see this movie. People would watch it anyway. If it doesn't go in the movie theater, they still watch it on streaming. But y'all doing it was y'all just y'all them dudes, bro. That's what it was, So now you're gonna go viral even more. You're gonna get a lot more attention. Look out for the people that try to come around you and be like, hey, we should do this, or we should do that, or we should do this. Because what that's going to do is it's just going to take y'all focus and go 1,000 different ways. And then you won't achieve anything. You'll just break up into 1,000 different, they're going to try that. They love doing that. And then, even if y'all do blow and get something, or bruh, if you get this shit on fucking Netflix, bro, the whole movement will go crazy. You'll be, I'm telling you, you'll be like Zack Snyder than you.
Really, I'm telling you, man. I said it on stream. I'm getting a tattoo of young Leonidas coming back with the wolf on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you do this, if this shit works, bro, everybody will be so happy, dog. I'm telling you, just to see this shit. And with y'all just putting that idea out there, and it is gaining traction, like, why wouldn't it work? Why can't it work?
Right?
They said the Snyder Cut wasn't going to be released. That shit happened, Y'all can do this shit the same way. What's up? Look at Lobo. Where's Lobo? I got to start reading his chats.
We got a packed house in here, people. You're getting a lot of love too, sir. A lot of love.
I appreciate it. What's up to the chat? Right. Let me pay attention to this shit, bro. Yeah.
Yo.
So how you feeling? Yeah, y'all boys still catching hell?
Oh man, look, I feel great, right? And we have been, but at the same time, Peely, it only makes me feel more charged up, right? Because they wouldn't be trying to break this thing up unless we really got something going. And I said this earlier, I feel like and shouts out to Leon, because he brought this up. This was actually his point. It was that people are looking more for what we aren't doing or how we need to change what we're doing, more than they're recognizing that what we are doing seems to be working up to this point, and we're doing gangbusters. And not only that, you are now seeing for the first time Peely, positive coverage on the Zack Snyder fandom in the trades now. Right? Like, yo, this whole time we've been labeled as toxic, right? Bots and all, everything under the sun. We were unable to please, right, Peely? All these things. And now people are actually showing empathy and actually saying, like, hey, this actually does seem to be a positive movement. And hey, why couldn't it work, right? I mean, will they do it? Who knows? But why couldn't it work? Right?
Right.
And so I find it very odd that at this point, for the first time in years, with us getting all this public positive coverage, that people are choosing now to try to say that, hey, maybe we should change what we're doing, or try to just mix it up, or to look for what we're lacking rather than what we're actually in the middle of accomplishing. I mean, we've only been out for 2 weeks.
Right.
Literally 2 weeks. I said it, Peely, 2 weeks from today, like probably from like in a few hours. Right. And so in 2 weeks, we've already flipped the entire narrative that the Zack Snyder fan base is just all toxic and all bad.
Right. That's good. I mean, when I first got into shit, bro, that's what they were trying to pitch, like it was like a war or like a beef with people. We had sides and we were always against each other. And then I noticed that it was like they were doing it maybe to create drama and create engagement, make you stay in the movement and shit like that. But they were also creating like bad vibes, bad feelings and shit like that. But after a while, I really got up like, bro, what are we doing? Like, why do we acting like we're in some damn military and we're plotting and don't nobody leak no screenshots or blah, blah, blah. We got to fight this guy. We got to do this, all this. Like, that shit got so old, bro. Like, what are we doing, dog? And I used to get mad at all them boys because I used to be like, bro, we can trend whenever we want to, like nobody can do that. Like Gucci can't do that. Louis Vuitton, nobody can do that. We do that. Why are we sitting here always arguing about some shit, bro? You know what I mean? And it was like, they wanted that. They preached us to argue. They preached us to fight, but after a while, a few of us just started getting tired of it. And that's what, when y'all do it, you're around the people. I guess you already been through the fight. So now you're around the people who like-minded with you. You're around it with like Austin. I saw Leon. I saw, your crew, Seal, all that is what really matters. Because if y'all all like each other, respect each other, that whatever the hashtag is going to reflect off of what y'all are doing. Like when we were doing it, we were fighting, we were acting crazy. And like you said, they were calling us toxic, and we were like, yo, bro, we're not toxic. We used to fight back, but then we look at it and yes, the hell, we were toxic, bro. Like, bro, we were super fucking toxic. What are you talking about, bro? That shit was so fucking, when you think about it, like, bro, what are we fighting about? What are we arguing about? Every day there's somebody trying to agitate the chat rooms and go back and forth and back and forth. And then out of nowhere, they'd be like, hey, guys, we need to come together and do this trending event. But you're like, bro, I don't want to come together with none of these fools, bro. I don't want to do nothing with none of these fools, bro.
Right?
So that's how y'all got to keep it where when when Austin says something, you're still enthused to go fuck with Austin. You know what I mean? Or when Leon says something, keep it like that, bro, because bro, you know what's gonna come. Fake ass clout chasers, people that's gonna try to be your homeboy. Hey, let's make another Watchmen chat, or you know what I mean? Let's do something. So they're gonna get you all in one room together, and then they're gonna start coming up with ideas on how they can make your shit better. And then after that, once that happened a year later, they're gonna be like, "Oh, remember all those ideas, bro? This is my this is my hashtag now." You know, that's what happened with our shit. But
Yo,
bro,
Peely,
yo,
somebody tried the Gangsta Are Trending event day. Like, so
I'm
it's
telling you,
already been
bro.
happening. I had the hashtag out. I was like, yo, like you're not about to gangster
No,
my trending event day. Like, what's
no.
wrong? Come on.
Did y'all already make a Twitter page for it? The two hashtags?
No. Somebody created this hub account, but they've been on point from what I've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, hey,
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
no. Somebody created that hub account. I mean that. Well, let's say this. Somebody created a Twitter page of one of your hashtags, right? A year down the line, if you keep blowing up, that Twitter page is going to be worth something, and somebody going to offer, "Hey, man, I give you $100,000 for that Twitter page." Oh shit, I don't even own it, you know. So you better
Yeah.
get on your shit. Fuck
Oh no,
everybody. This is his
I
shit,
feel
bro.
it.
We put this
I
shit
feel
on
it.
camera, dog.
Nah, everybody been showing love, yo. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good,
But
bro.
as far as the fucking messaging, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, yo, they've been on
Look at
point.
Leo.
And even Leon said, shout out to the hub account, right? Facts. No, but yeah, so we've already been dealing with stuff, yo, where we've been seeing that ever since we kind of started this thing. There's been these attempts at like, trying to kind of muscle their way in. But my thing is that, and one of the reasons why I didn't want to even include you in like the thought process behind this, right? I was trying to keep this thing as like close to the vest and like with because I felt like with everything that you had already kind of taught me and all these conversations that we had, it's like, yo, that is what I needed in order to kind of come up with this idea, right? And I wanted it to be free from outside influence, from anybody that had anything of prominence with the old stuff, right? It's like, yo, I gotta see if this is going to really be able to stand on its own, right? Without any outside help. And then so it made it even better that when I was able to kind of hit you with it, and it's like, damn, this shit is actually fucking taking off. It's like, yo, now we can actually say like this is 100% something new, right? Like, and so I felt like this was the needed evolution from what we were doing before, right?
Mm-hmm.
The old fandoms, they never evolved, Peely, after we got the cut. And there needed to be an evolution of our messaging, our behavior, right? We needed to do something different and we just didn't. I mean, is there something that I'm kind of missing?
Yeah, bro. No, I mean, you didn't have to run this shit by me at all, bro. I probably would have came to the room and saw it like 2 days later and shit. Like, fuck, my bad. But no, this is y'all shit, bro. The only time I'm in this movement is if I go in that Watchman chat, and that's it. That's the last place y'all can get in touch with me at. That one little fucking room, bro. So listen, whatever y'all do is what y'all do, you know, like fucking yeah, I'm telling you, back in the day it was different times because it was like Zach was kind of pushing us, you know, like Zach was kind of posting pictures every day, or you can tell he was involved. You can tell he wanted to get his cut out, release the Snyder cut. But once he's that level of involvement, you don't know if it's organic. You know, you don't know if it could just be Warner Brothers doing this shit. You know, it could be it could be anybody doing this. You don't know if it's
Yeah.
organic. What's different is y'all made this shit organic, bro. And this is what we always needed. We didn't know who was in there, bro. And there was probably like 15 different factions in that shit. probably some fucking alphabet boys in that bitch. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it got down where you didn't know who was who. Right now you got it where it's organic, and it always should have been organic. It always, like I said, people are in there for other reasons other than getting the movie out. You know, we have taken our
Man,
conversation with a cool table in consideration. So better. Well, Austin be talking some good shit, bro. It's like, you know, I mean, I gotta hire Austin if I'm gonna ever do something, just to write up shit so I can meme them and post them. I appreciate
right,
it,
so
boy. Yeah, but yeah, we definitely had to evolve. We just had to evolve from agitators, bro. We had to evolve from people trying to make money off of engagement by selling hashtags and selling accounts and shit like that. We had to get all of that out because they didn't care about getting Zach's movie out. They cared about getting views for YouTube or you know, something like that. These people didn't know nothing about Zach's movies like that. Y'all are like Gohan. Y'all saw the wrongs or whatever, and y'all are strong. Y'all sat there and watched. I'm telling you, bro, you're like 2.0. If we could have an upgrade, that's what y'all are. You know what I mean? Y'all upgraded this shit. And I told you that as soon as I saw your podcast. I was like, yo, this is it.
you did, man.
This is it. This dude is what we all needed. We need, when I try to make little crews up, I try to do it with like-minded people who got a way of getting everybody together and wants to push something out, you know. But we were so far into fighting that we didn't want to do anything progressive. And that's what's different with y'all. Y'all don't really care about fighting. Y'all not into that shit like we were doing. So, you know, you're definitely 2.0. You go on, bro. You just gotta fucking bust some ass, dog.
Real talk. Shouts out to Peely, man. Thank you for that comparison. Y'all are looking good on the like, so let's have a word from the big homie.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now look, with that being said, Peely, the whole like, you know, what kind of makes us different in being the evolution of this thing, right? When we didn't have that evolution with Restore the Snyderverse, and that thing kind of splintered off into all these other like little sub movements, right? Like the Make the Batfleck movie, or some of them were already there, right? Release the Air Cut, all these other hashtags, right? That were kind of all under that umbrella. I feel like there's been a clear distinction from Hollywood that they feel like all these movements are just absolutely toxic, negative. Every time that they've covered it, it's pretty much been in like a negative light. And so I feel like, you know, and with Henry Cavill being gone and Gal Gadot being gone and Ben being gone, right? Is it fair to say that, you know, a lot of those things, you know, these hashtags, they're kind of just dead? I mean, Warner Brothers is going to reboot, right? You know, I mean, they actually came out and said it. And so over at WBD, I mean, those are where these hashtags were aimed at, right? I mean, you can't even bring back Zach to Netflix because he's already at Netflix. They're not restoring the Snyderverse over there, right? I mean, they are acquiring the Snyder, right? I mean, it's two separate things. And so at this point, I feel like the fandom kind of has to go forward in this positive manner and really just focus on showing the audience. I mean, to showing Netflix that there's an audience here that is worth investing in. does that seem like that is the right way to go, right? And if it is, how does that make it different from what was going on before?
All right, word. Well, I'm from the release the Snyder cut hashtag, and then restore the Snyder verse. I wasn't involved much at all in there, and it was I guess some people wanted to continue their side of the Watchmen chat, and other people were doing their thing. I saw you doing your thing. I saw Seal kept doing. I guess Seal was the man of that time. And then it was I definitely they can't be the same. Not only because they one is one is aimed at Netflix and one is aimed at Warner Brothers, but it's the people involved, because Restore the Snyderverse is just like bleed over from Release the Snyder Cut. We're all kind of like continuations of that, right? So Release the Snyder Cut hashtag actually worked. There was an actual Snyder Cut movie that came out.
Facts.
Right?
That's the one that actually accomplished the goal.
Right.
All the other ones didn't. Restore didn't. Make the Batfleck movie didn't. Bring back Zack didn't. Fire James Gunn didn't. F James Gunn didn't. Right? Like none of these other hashtags brought us anything tangible.
I think it's because they didn't have the people. They didn't have, in the first hashtag, they had me. They had people like that. The second hashtag didn't have me or people like me. Didn't have me or my or what's up, Savage? PILI. But I appreciate that, bro.
Right.
So the second movement, I think, alienated everybody. Well, no, the first movement just made everybody want to give up, made everybody want to quit. Even though they got the movie, they started seeing a lot of fugazi shit in it. They left. The second movement was just the people who was trying to take credit for the first movement. They thought they could. They thought that's what it was. When we got the success, they positioned themselves to get the credit for it. So we were like, all right, if y'all think y'all deserve the credit for what we just did, then do it without us. And they couldn't. So we left and they couldn't do it without us. So then now this third part of the movement is where you kind of see everything. You've seen, how we were fighting, how we were doing what we did, but we still achieved our shit. We maybe achieved our shit years late because it was so much fighting. But you saw that, right? Then the second was like, damn, we just got a bunch of clout junkies trying to get blue checks, trying to get, Zach on this show, trying to get all of that shit. That's what the second movement was about. And they didn't achieve nothing because it was about them. It wasn't about the movies. It wasn't about Zach. It wasn't about anything. It was about them. The third point of the movement is just starting. And it's starting with you, So you are now the organic Fiona or Finaldo or those guys who started the hashtag shit or whoever started it. You are that. So now it's just going to blow up because you're going to get clout. You already started getting clout. Just like Fiona shit blew up. Just like whoever Restore the Snyderverse blew up. Whatever. But like I keep trying to say to you, man, just know what's coming and just don't do it. Don't do none of the fights. It is definitely different. So if somebody come and be like, hey, I've been here since, I've been in here since Film Junkie started or some shit like that.
It don't matter because I've been here. Because yo, I've been in the fandom just as long, right? And that's one of the things that when I really sat back and I kind of reflected on it, I do feel uniquely qualified to be one of the people that is at the forefront of this thing. And it is because I have seen everything, and I talk to everybody. I had real conversations, like real in-depth conversations with people, and I understand what happened before and how everything started to fall apart, right? Release the Snyder Cut was absolutely the one that was successful, but like you said, it was because it was for something. It was about getting Zach's movie out there, right? And I want to also say that hashtag Peely was right once again, because no, like I already see the potential pitfalls and how this thing can go sideways, and that's why I feel like I have to be kind of really hands on with this thing, because I feel like, you know, if not for my presence and for my voice on these things, people try to usurp and they try to shift this thing. And you've already seen people, I mean, they've been trying to change the hashtags, Peely, change the trending days, trying to get us to do just like crazy stuff. And it's like, yo, like Leon said, you are more focused on what we aren't doing or what we're lacking versus how much success that we're actually having.
Right, and y'all having success, bro. Everyone is talking about y'all, and it's you know, if you get Zach
Most importantly, though, Peely, most importantly, though, it's the flip the script from negative to positive, though. That's what I'm mostly happy about. Just to keep it a buck. But what were you saying?
No, I'm just saying that. I mean, that's true, but you know, I'm just the negative to positive. I think that shit done. I mean, the negativity is almost done. I don't know. I haven't been on the timeline. I haven't seen these new jokers running around, but I would think, you know, most of the people that was really professional at causing ruckus and shit like that, they're gone away. They're probably still watching. They're probably still looking, but they don't have their little disguise has been pulled away. So now you know. So now when they're like I said, they're just gonna keep coming to you trying to steal what you have already made, what you're doing, you know, and that's what I kind of, you know, I kind of when I was doing Go Deep, let's just say this, when I was doing Go Deep, and we were doing anything, you know, a lot of the times the movements will branch from my channel, or it will branch from. They'll be like, oh, did you see Zach like this on Peely's Go Deep or blah, 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 something like that. So then it will go into the Watchman chat or whatever. Then we'll start, you know, possibly planning to do something. And then within 2 hours or 3 hours, everybody arguing. We're talking about some politics shit. You know, we're talking about some, I want to do this shit. I want to do that shit. We should do this so TPZ don't get it and all this other crap. And all that do is disperse all the good you had, right? So this is what I'm saying. Always, man, you gotta focus. You gotta focus on, like you said, positivity. You gotta focus on keeping them with your crew that you can trust and you can talk to and you can bounce off ideas. But it gotta be like-minded people that's gonna do something. And it's not going to be like you want a blue check. You don't want to, you're doing this because you want your podcast to be, you know, looked at with Warner Brothers or some bullshit like that. You know, when we went Hollywood and we won, these people went Hollywood too. They thought, oh shit, like the trade should be talking about me, you know, and shit like that. Keep all those people away from me. All the clout munchers, all that other shit. No, it ain't no, you know, restore the Snyderverse. Maybe that shit didn't happen. So maybe y'all dropped the fucking whole ball. So another dude picked it up and it's not restored the Snyderverse because it's not being restored, like you said, through WB or in the movie theaters or nothing. So now you picked up the ball and you hit a whole different platform. You hit Netflix. It's no restore, no release, or shit like that. It's just sell X, Y, and Z. So now you're something whole new. If Zach, for 20 years now, people not gonna be able to just type a hashtag and tie it with Zach and say, "Oh, we're still release the Snyder Cut fandom." No, we're not, bro. Like, this y'all shit. If it works, it's y'all shit. Not to be like, yo, I'm taking ownership of it, but you got to, because the trades are gonna give ownership to somebody. They're gonna be, it's gonna be like some dude like Enosh or be like, yo, I was around when Zack Snyder was on Netflix or some shit like that.
Hey, shout out to geekositymag.com because they cited your boy as so it's already on wax.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's already on wax.
Right. Yeah, but
it's already on wax.
That. These are the same people I always see in the chat. The same people I always see, the same names, everything. They're always cool, always respectful, always trying to promote you, always gonna help you with your hashtag. Bro, do you remember how that shit used to look back in the day, bro? It was
bro.
Arguments. Like going, it was also crazy shit. Bro, I used to be wondering, like, how can somebody sign up for this shit like 365 days a year? I used to think it was a cult. I really started thinking that, like, because it was so negative. I'm like, bro, if we just support each other, we can trend every freaking day. You know what I mean?
Right.
The news will be talking about anything. If I say, yo, Skywalker is the man, trending, then the news be like, yo, who is this Skywalker dude? It could be you. Now everybody watching your podcast.
Yo, that's literally what happened, yo. Like, I said the hashtag, Leon tweeted it out immediately. Snyder Queen tweeted it out immediately. And they made it pop. Like, everybody, like, it was people power, yo.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Like, organic, yo, flesh and blood. Like, people putting time, work, and effort into this shit. And so...
You're cool, man. You got that mentality that people want to support you. Everybody just like you automatically. You got that kind of like personality, so they want to help you. So the people that don't want to help you, they just hating, bro. It is not like they're just mad because they didn't come up with the idea, or they're just mad because maybe they really don't like Zack Snyder like that. They're just around to see what Zack Snyder's fan base is doing. Or sometimes a lot of times, man, I think like people are all in this shit for different reasons. Like some people, like I said, wanted to get their podcast views up or some shit like that. But when you be like, yo, so how did you like Watchmen movie? Oh yeah, I've never seen Watchmen. Like, oh fuck, how are you in here for a year talking to us and never seen Watchmen? And how did I waste a year talking to you? Like, what are you doing? But
matter of fact, we still got to do that watch along. Watchmen. Oh,
I've been watching. I watched it again the other day, and I see more shit. It's like, bro, the Watchmen movie was so far ahead of its time, bro. Like, god damn, that movie's still hitting hard. Like, if you watch it right now, it's still a good movie, bro.
Facts, bro. Yo, we got to do that. So, hey.
Oh, I will. I'll be talking in the background. I'm gonna let you know, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point of the watch along, Pingley. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but that movie is hard as a bitch, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. But this thing, I'm just glad that we have been able to kind of flip the narrative. And with you saying what you just were, that's one thing that I have always wanted to be like the true North Star for me. Like my true North is in this fandom is getting Zach's vision out there, yo. So it's like anybody that is on the opposing side of that and they're doing things that are like hindering that, I feel that's when I started taking it kind of personally. And it's like, yo, like you guys have these platforms and you're acting like you're Zack Snyder fans, but yet you are clearly like not rocking with something that is seeming like all of the trades are starting to rock with. Really, I mean, it would be one thing if like nobody was rocking with it, but literally there's like, yo, this actually seems like it's a good idea and it might be the best option, right, for everybody moving forward. And then you have people that are saying like, now, no, I'm going to pick this time to like want to check out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of weird, yo.
Yeah, no, they hating, bro. They hating. And you was telling me you're getting it on both sides. So it's like,
Facts.
all right. So what you was getting on both sides, what I think I uncovered was both sides were working together the whole time, you know, back in the day. So I think I uncovered that, even though that the organic people thought it was a like back and forth, but I think they were working together. So now it shows that they're both hating on your shit, right? So it's like they like, of course they were working together all the time. But the thing that I'm happy about is they gone. They're not around anymore. So it's like, with y'all's sell Zack Snyder shit to Netflix, bruh. What if this comes out? What if it gets on Netflix? You know, it couldn't have happened to a better person, because I remember you were catching heat just for having me on. You know, you were
right.
As soon as I showed up on your podcast, people was hating on you immediately. If I say something on somebody else's podcast, people will hate on you and Seal just because y'all was hanging around, right? So now look at this shit. Now you're the man. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like they want to hate on you, move you out of the movement, do everything shit on you. That's why Restore the Snyderverse didn't work.
Oh my God, facts,
That's
yo.
their energy. That was their energy. I'm gonna hate on
That's
the
true.
dudes. I'm gonna hate on the dudes that's trying to do something, and I'm gonna just prevent anybody from doing something. Why? Because I'm the only one that got a blue check, and I want to keep it that way. You know, that's how they act. Gatekeeping, bro. So that's why the Restore the Snyder shit didn't work. So now it couldn't have happened to a better crew. The same crew that stuck with it. You know, people were trying to shit on Seal and all this other shit. So now, if y'all get this shit, bro, if this shit get on Netflix, y'all are vindicated forever, bro. Like nobody could never say nothing about you, Seal, Cool Table, or anything like that. But I think it can happen. I just want to make sure that these people don't try to fuck you up, and on both sides, bro. You know?
Oh no, like I feel it, Joe, because as I stated before, I've already been seeing this weird stuff, and that's why I think that it is even more important now to kind of draw that line in the sand, right? Like where, yo, if you can't move past what happened with WBD and James Gunn and all that stuff, right? If you just truly cannot leave that alone when it pertains to Zack Snyder, right? Then, hey, maybe this isn't the movement for you, right? Like, because when it pertains to Zack Snyder, I have to let that go. It is screaming into the void for them to, for you to be trying to get them to fire James Gunn right now. They're not going to fire this dude. They're going to let him get a couple of movies out, right? And then what? Are we going to hope that there's maybe another buyout and then that person comes in and restores the Snyder? Like, no. Let's do this now. All we got to do is show that there is a large enough fan base that they should invest in, and that we are worthwhile, and that we are behaving like adults and just asking for this the right way. There's no reason to go at Netflix. Like, there's literally no reason to go at Netflix. That's why one of the rules are that, hey, you do not tag James Gunn or mention James Gunn or mention WBD when you're talking about this stuff, because it's like, yo, like they told you that they don't care about you. That Zachary Levi video should have told everybody. They said, look, we don't care about y'all no more. Y'all the reason why we gonna do this reboot, right? It was the tone, it was the Fractions fan base, it was the Zack Snyder movies, it was all that. That was a firing shot. Like, yo, it's y'all fault. We won. So it's like, okay, cool. Now let's go this other route. And we just have no reason to come at this the same way that we was going at WBD. It just makes no sense to me.
Right. So you coming up with different plans other than you saying don't tag like Netflix negatively or talk shit to them, or like we used to do. Don't troll them boys all day, and you know what I mean? Just don't be assholes. Right?
Yeah, pretty much, yo. Right? Because Peely, I feel like we have no reason to be, yo. Them investing in Zach means they're investing in us as Zack Snyder fans. Is that not how that works, Peely?
That's true.
Yo, have they been highlighting this man's work since he's been over there? Right?
Still
Army of the Dead, right? Yeah. Yo, Army of the Dead was in theaters, right? Rebel Moon probably gonna get a quick little theatrical run, right? You know what I'm saying? They putting money in all that. They letting Zach do whatever he want to do right now, right? They piling on the projects. You want an animated project, right? Las Vegas, let me throw that Army of Thieves movie, right? They're investing in Zach, so they're investing in us. So I just don't see why we need to go at Netflix the same way that we was going at WBD, who was trying to actively reboot what we love so much.
Right, yeah, and that probably got us some of the toxic shit too, because remember, they could post anything, and you know, like 50 dudes would be like, release a Snyder Cut, release a Snyder Cut, release a, you know? They probably was getting mad at that back in the day, but I don't know, like, yeah. Yo, your rules are your rules, and if you say don't go at them negatively, yo, don't go at Netflix negative, period. You know, you don't even got to explain that shit, but there's ways that we could do it more positively and more progressive online, because a lot of these dudes are online. Everybody got a Twitter page. A lot of you know, Netflix people, you could probably just look at their LinkedIn, or it'll show you their Twitter page also. We could talk to these people if we like I said, you could do it in a way where it's not like an asshole way, where it's not like trolling, definitely not like what they call spamming or some shit like that. Because now they're gonna be like, yo, half these was bots and half of them probably were. But y'all are organic. Y'all don't have to do it that way. Plus, y'all are already in the trades, bro. I already told you what you need to do. He'll get you a All right. Do that. You're already here. You're already past all the, you know, making people convince you
don't
exist. You know?
Hey, don't
let that happen. Do that, bro. Do that.
Because that's already in the. Hold on.
You have no reason to talk to WB.
Oh shit!
What happened?
Yo, for those of y'all that don't know, Mikey Sutton just DM me something, yo. Oh my god, I can't right now. I can't even fuck Mikey. Oh shit!
Equal laugh and the hand rub.
They better be, Mikey. They better be, bro. Oh shit! Anyway, yo, look, I just wanna to bring this thing back on point. Ooh, shit. Okay, Pee-wee. Yo, speaking of the trades, right? not only have the trades been picking this thing up, right? But that first article from Forbes was a little snarky. You know what I'm saying? It was a little snarky, right? It was like, I mean, it's possible, but you know, it ain't gonna happen. Right. And then literally their very next article with the headline was like, why it's like surprisingly the best option. You know what I'm saying? Like, why it's the best option. And then we got another Forbes, or I mean, you know, everybody's been covering this thing, man. There's been YouTubers, big and small. And everybody is loving this thing. And and Peely, this is something key too. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of crafted this thing the way that I did, right? You have people that weren't even able to rock with any of those other hashtags that are able to now publicly come out and support this because we're not going at anything else.
Right. Keep it that way. Keep it that way, bro. Keep it that way. Just do what you're doing, you know, and make it. You already know you got some more shit planned on the low, and it's gonna look even better. And it's gonna be, huge. You know, it's right. So just keep doing it. Do it like you're doing it, bro. Like, bro, I remember like we used to have so many people in the Watchmen chat, right? We would come up with this idea. Usually I would come up with an idea. Oh yeah, that sounds cool, but blah blah blah. I could come up with anything. I'd be like, yo, I could come up with something wild, right? Say, yo, let's have like an award show or something where we can give out awards for best podcaster, best, you know, scooper, best something over the year, you know. Everybody, they would be like, oh no, you know, we can't do all that, blah, 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 or something. It was always a no. But then like one day later, somebody else, one of their little homeboys say on the chat, on the timeline, they'd be like, man, we should have an award show in the Snyder Cut movement, you know, like, bro, like, oh, they would steal your shit, bro, you know, and then let somebody else do it. So I'm telling you, keep doing it how secretive you are. Don't.
Facts.
You know what I mean? However you doing it,
100%.
Keep doing it that way. And just 100%. Keep dropping shit. So, like I said, one day you're gonna get it. We're gonna be watching this shit on Netflix, and then everybody's gonna see, yo, it was this dude. It was this dude. There's not a million other dudes. It was this dude that lived in Pasadena also. You know what I mean? It's not no fucking
Long Beach, but it's the same
Long
shit.
Beach, whatever. Like right over there. He live in Cali also. He's right there. So it's not like, man, the only thing I could really, really give you advice on is just do it what you're doing now, bro. Don't tell nobody. Do it like you're doing it now. Don't be in the chat room. You said earlier that you didn't let me in, bro. You don't have to let me in on this shit, bro.
No.
I'm just like I said, it though, bro. No, I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here, watch what y'all do. And if you need me on a podcast every now and then to talk about it, but
real talk, because we got somebody that's real quick, because it's been somebody that's been itching to talk to you about this real quick, and the homie Leon of the New Geeks, you know what I'm saying?
The homie.
Yo,
what's going on, Leon?
Gentlemen, it's a pleasure. Peely, always a pleasure, man.
What's up,
for
Leon?
real. Just chilling, man. Just basking in the glow, man. You know what I mean?
Basking in the ambiance. Yo, good job. I mean? What you doing, man? Y'all too, bro. I'm proud of y'all. I'm real proud of y'all, dog. Straight up. And I told Ski that shit on the phone. Something else happened. Something else happened. He wanted to scratch off
Mikey.
He wanted to scratch off.
Yo, oh shit. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
What happened? You can't say it?
I can't. But bruh. Yo, we out. I'ma just say this. When I say we out here, Peely, we fucking out here. We out here.
Word.
Everybody's on notice. You hear me?
Let's see. I'm with
Sell ZSJL.
Straight up.
Man, sorry, man. Mikey, bro.
We talking hashtag sell or arc watch?
Man, bro. I can't even do that. I'll tell you afterwards.
Got
it that way,
got
bro.
you, got
Keep
you.
it that way,
Facts.
dog.
Absolutely.
Nah, 100%.
Leon Nidus. Leon, look at Snyder Queen.
Right. Oh shit. Hold up. Real quick before I let Leon go in. Y'all been killing it with the likes, so you already know what that means.
Yes. Mighty Steppenwolf, who might have sat here by the side of the Great One, but undone by his self-pride.
Yo, I fucks with Decide. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fucking Decide is like that dude that right when the teacher is about to end class but not fucking collect the homework, he be like, hey, you forgot the homework. You know what I'm saying? Like,
God damn it, Decide.
like, yo, that's Decide, bro. Real talk.
Yo, let me ask you real quick. You want to sell the whole like Snyderverse? Like, how many movies is there?
Here's the thing, Peely. Okay.
This is where the messaging gets important right here. What are you about to say?
Right, is that I'm gonna ask for whatever they can get, yo. If that means Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 and the Air Cut and the Batfleck movie Wonder Woman 3, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, then if that's cool, like if they can afford all that, cool, right? But if this is a situation where, let's say they like, yo, we can only do Justice League 2 and 3, and you're right, I'm gonna be cool with that. If they like, yo, if we can just do one big Justice League project, right? I'll be cool with that, bro. Just however we get an ending to this story, I'm cool with, but I'm gonna ask for whatever they can afford, yo. Real talk. Whatever they can afford to get, I'm here for it all.
Have Netflix reached out to y'all?
Netflix has not commented on anything yet. I think that they're gonna be looking at this trending event on 214 that we got coming up. And I just want to make that as big as possible. You know, I got some stuff planned that's going to be super dope. And that's going to get you guys excited in some much different ways. Yo, we got we have a YouTube account that has sprung up. We got the Twitter account hub that has sprung up. You know, it's just, yo, I think it's going to be firing on all cylinders pretty soon.
Oh. That's like 2 days after the Super Bowl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Y'all gonna do anything crazy on the Super Bowl?
Hey, maybe.
You never know in life, huh?
You never know.
Never know. You're right. Y'all got a football channel. I'm sure Austin got something planned. Even though Tom Brady and them are not involved anymore.
Right. Oh shit! But, he about to make him turn to the Hulk, man. Don't do that.
My bad. But Leon, I know you was itching, to talk to the homie. Go ahead and what's your thoughts on all this, bro? That we've been talking about.
I'm just glad Peely came through to give a little light on the different details and his perspective on, why a lot of that stuff didn't work in the past. And it's funny, Peely, you said pretty much almost verbatim exactly what me and Skywalker was talking about one night. We was just shooting the shit on the phone, bouncing ideas off. And I told him, I said, the only successful hashtag was release. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other ones, literally, no disrespect to them, but they were all a failure. The only thing that came close was Restore, right? And that was verified by THR, if I'm not mistaken, that they were gonna, in some way, shape, or form, try to restore the Snyderverse with Warner Brothers, right? Other than that, there's no need to hang on to, or try to drum up these other hashtags. They're all out of negativity, toxicity, anger, and hopelessness. And also just futility. It's like, it doesn't matter. They're attached to a company that that's not talking to you anymore. You know what I mean? They gave up on you. So I like that you touched on it. Very similar to what I said, you know what I'm saying, and what me and Scott was talking about behind the scenes. And it just shows your mindset because you were there in the trenches dealing with that. Another thing that I find fascinating is when you said, oh, you just said it too, man. Ideas, and how people are like saying different ideas, and you're just like, or you're saying ideas that people are like, no. In a sense, Sky and I, Sky he created this whole idea, and I've just been trying to like iron out certain things and maintain certain messaging and rhetoric that he and I discussed behind the scenes, right? And then there's all these different little factors that kind of get in the way at times that it could have, right? And I'm not, blasting anyone or any ideas out like that. But it's like Scott was saying that I had told him, everybody is so, not everybody, but there are some individuals that were so worried about, and it's these little accounts mostly, right? That were so concerned about what we're supposedly not doing as opposed to cultivating what we are. And in my opinion, it's just all born out of ego. You know what I mean?
They run them little mind games on you, man. Make you second guess your shit, so then you would change it or at worst ask them to help you. You know what I mean? They, bro, this is the internet, dog. And I always got to remind myself that it's some assholes on this bitch, bro. Like it's more bad people than it's good people. You know what I mean? So it's I like it that y'all two already got good personality together, good rapport together, and all that other shit. Back in the day, we had you just had to find a melting pot that you fit in. But with y'all, yes, the Restore the Snyderverse shit didn't work. I guess fired James Gunn shit didn't work, and all that what WB is doing. Who knows what they're doing? But if you can get what you can get out of Netflix, try it. Like
why shouldn't it matter, right?
Yeah, why should it? Why?
Like, I don't even care what's going on at WBD right now if I can get what I can get from Netflix.
Like, why not? Like, if you only can say, if somebody's hating on this shit, they just a hater, or they got some shit they didn't like about you already. Like, why not try it, bro? We all want to see it. We all want to continue to watch it. If this shit came out on Netflix, we will all watch it. We will all love it. We will all be happy. But it's because you said let's do it that they're gonna be mad. Because you cool with me and you cool with Seal, and it's just that. They don't even care about the Zack Snyder shit. They don't even care about being happy and watching the movie. It's fuck Feely, fuck Seal, fuck Feely, fuck Michael. I don't care about no Netflix shit. But then when it happens, they're gonna be watching that shit. It's just they don't like us, so they ain't gonna like you for saying it.
Man, crazy, yo.
100%, bro. Because like at the end of the day, everything we're saying, right? Like Sky's idea is fucking bulletproof. I remember when he first called me and talked about it. I always talk about this shit. I keep repeating myself on this. And I literally I was like, let's get it. There's nothing to argue against. Everything's already there.
Right.
Zack Snyder's there. He's already built up a great foundation with Netflix. Everything's perfect, right? And we'd be steering the entire fandom away from WBD, Gunn, and all the other toxic shit. The day that he spoke about it on his stream, he already said it. Sammy and myself, we tweeted it out. I did the sell Snyderverse to Netflix part of it, right? The same day, and it went viral, right? So I did that because of the semantics that I've seen, that you've seen, that Sky's seen. The semantics, all the 50 different 50 lemon 50 100 hashtags out there that didn't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
All the infighting and shit.
Definitely.
You know?
Hey, bro, like what you were saying, you've seen it not work, and you've seen it work, and you've seen 50, you know, bro, we would be in a hashtag event and they would make another hashtag. While we're in the event, we're counting like numbers, be like, yo, this got blah, blah, blah. Then they'd be like, oh shit, there's another one. But see, the thing is, I'm telling you, it's the people that was doing that shit, bro. It's like, man, I don't know if they're like professional movement hoppers or some shit like that. They would just be like
locust.
Yeah, like, yo, I just talked to Zach, and Zach said we should spell it like this, or what do you think we should do this? And it's all of this like, oh my God, bro. So now we gotta vote on these two hashtags, and then we gotta argue about this two shit.
They were literally voting.
Yeah,
Peely,
bro, we was voting. They like, yo, Peely, hey, go post this and see what Zach liked the most, and see if Zach like, bro. We were already almost at 1 million right here, bro.
Right.
Peely, we were literally in the middle of trending, yo.
We're literally in the middle of a trending event, bro.
Yeah, that shit happened to us recently.
And they'll make up a whole nother hashtag, bro.
Hey, Peely, you just described what just happened to us. This man just did the damn stream. He just announced it. Me and Sammy tweeted, and literally in the middle of the stream, I'm like, all right, before I press send, this thought just came to mind, because I know motherfuckers love dumping a bunch of hashtags in the middle of something that works. Right. So I said, sell ZSJL to Netflix. That shit sounds so clean. Right. Damn, yo, thank you, Sky, right? So I'm like, what else could they possibly be doing? They're going to throw in everything. They're going to throw in the kitchen sink. We're going to call it Snyderverse. So I said, hashtag sell Snyderverse, right? That should have killed the whole conversation. There are 2 hashtags for all you multiple hashtag loving motherfuckers, right? There's 2 of them now. And this bitch skyrocketed quick, right? Both of them did. His shit went crazy. My shit picked up the pieces, right? And it did like 1 billion in reach. His shit did 252.4 billion. Crazy numbers, right? There's literally no room for anything else to fucking come through. But these motherfuckers somehow was like, let me think. Nah, man, I don't like it. This shit sound dumb. The same people that said it sound dumb turned around and said, I'm in, but let's call it license.
Right.
Let's make it some longer shit.
Yo, look.
Like what, bro?
Hold on. While y'all are talking about should it be licensed or not, that same dude and his homeboy are going already and making a Twitter page that say license. So then when y'all agree to that shit is already out. They're like, God damn, how did this happen? This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. They're gonna get what you they're gonna fucking. You can make a hoodie that says "Sell ZS to Netflix" or whatever. You go to trademark that name. Somebody has already trademarked it. Dog, you think it's like, damn, who the hell would ever think of that? You know, like who would trademark that? It be the nigga that's in the group with you, in the room with you, that's doing this. And he's like, oh, hey,
playing
Peely,
dumb.
How you doing? Yeah, hey, Peely, how you doing? Hey, how's those Buffalo Bills or something? Knowing he going behind you to fuck you up at every way. That's what the movement is, man. It's like, bruh, if y'all could keep it within y'all's little cool table, because y'all know ain't nobody ever gonna do that inside that, you know? So it's like, dog, they would do other stuff like instead of like Netflix or something, it'd be like sell that, but one thing will be off. It'd be like instead of Netflix, it'll be like Netfix or some shit like that. They'll make a whole nother hashtag. So while you're typing, you accidentally press the wrong one, right?
Yeah.
But what that does is you'd be like, yo, we at the end of the day, we trying to count them all up. We'd be like, yo, this one got 890, this one got 400 and something million, blah, blah, blah. But if we were all together, nobody thinks, yo, if we were all together doing one thing, we would get 1 million over here easily, you know? And now we got to add up all this bullshit. But really what it is they did that on purpose to keep this shit from getting 1 million, you know?
Facts.
Because they didn't is two reasons. Because they didn't come up with the idea or they just don't want Zach to succeed. But both of those guys are hanging around you. You know what I mean? Both of those guys act like they're in the same movement as you, you know? But the ones that sabotaging you are right next to you. The ones that, you know, trying to steer you away to some other dumb shit is the dude that's saying, yo, what y'all gonna talk about on your next podcast, you know, or some shit like that. They're so close, bro. They're so close. And even now we can probably look at it. I try to read these comments and shit like that, but
and that's why, bro, me and this man, we don't fucking talk to anybody outside of our little bubble that we kind of name drop here and there, but mostly we just kind of chill on it. You know what I'm saying? Like even for a while, I was just like, you know, leave me the fuck out of it. Just Sky. And then when I saw them bullying, trying to attack him, literally like the next day, bro, they're trying to change up the whole hashtag. I said, nah, fuck that. Y'all ain't taking credit.
Right.
This ain't y'all shit. I was trying to give it to the whole fandom. This ain't y'all shit.
Yo.
Like, why?
This Sky came up with the main shit, and I got his back type of shit. You know what I mean? What you about to say, bro?
Real quick, two things. One, gotta do some quick housekeeping. Gotta tap in with the homie.
You betrayed him. Your own family.
Hey, and two, Lobo just popped up. You know what I'm saying?
I like Lobo, dog.
What's going on, man?
What's good?
What's good. Man?
Watching the stream, you guys are doing great. And Billy, everything you're saying, I know they already said it, but it's true. It's all happened to them. Yeah. Every damn thing. It's just like crazy.
Why, bro? Like why not just let them? Why not let them rock? You know? Why not?
Yeah. Just go with the program. It's working, man.
Right.
It went viral. What, a day?
What they didn't expect is for us to be gangster about shit. That's what they didn't expect. And I don't mean that to try to sound like a badass. No, but we really like behind the scenes, me and him, like, yo, dog, if this was real life and we were in front of them, they wouldn't be acting like this. So let's treat it like that. We're gonna treat it like we in a fucking room with these motherfuckers, for real.
I'm not gonna lie.
Real shit.
When Buddy tried to gangster us out of the trending day, I was like, bro, this is.
Who did y'all tell the date to?
Bro,
No. We had put the day out there, and then we had this account that was like, oh, well, I'm gonna just start tweeting this hashtag, and then we was kind of on them like, well, nah, like we all tweeting this one, you know what I'm saying, like, right? And then he's like, oh, well, look, because this is a pretty big Twitter account, and they're like, okay, well, look, we'll just do both of them until the general audience catches on, and then we'll just do one. It's like, hold up. That's like saying it's gonna be like the bike is both of ours. We just gonna keep it down to my house. Like,
on some Debo shit. And Peely, mind you, this I already had mentioned this, by the way. The same account I mentioned before. I didn't say their name, but I said the same thing he was saying, kind of, right? But mind you, this is the same one I just said. He had just said previously that the hashtag was stupid. He said the whole idea was stupid. Right. He said, sell it to Netflix, that's stupid. And he didn't want to join, right?
Right.
Then his ass turned around and be like, oh, you know what? Until it goes mainstream. I'm like, bitch, how much more mainstream do I have to get? It went to Forbes, bruh. Forbes already had talked about it by then. You can't get much more mainstream than that. What you mean?
That's what's so funny. Yo, they didn't expect y'all boys to do shit. Like,
that's
remember
true.
the other day when
They were kind of like, oh, we're the big boys now. We're gonna go ahead and take over. And these two are like, no, you're not.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
What you were saying, Peely?
No, I'm
sorry.
saying the cool table, all of y'all, or Seal or anybody. When James Gunn supposedly came in and did his thing, everybody was like, "Oh, see, Seal was just stringing us along and giving Seal all this hate and giving Mikey all this hate." And of course, y'all was gonna catch straight bullets from that. Of course, the cool table, they're gonna hate on you because y'all be having me on the show. Y'all, cool with Seal or whatever. But then watch when it gets popping, like y'all blow up. Then they're gonna want to come back and act like they're friends. So there was never about friendship. It's just about clout. They want to be seen. They want to be recognized. They want to be where Zach. They think Zach is gonna pull them into Hollywood. By if they can get recognized. Dave the Film Junkie wants to be Zach's personal podcaster or some shit like that. Yo, homeboy be tripping me out. What be happening in that little show, bro? Like you watching porn.
He said porn.
Hey, might as well be. Might as well be.
Some too,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, might as well be. Yo, Mikey. Good, Mikey. Good. Oh my goodness. I can't. This is fucking crazy. Look, yo, look. I know that Peely. Thank you, man. Thank you, yo. I do want to kind of start getting the last takes from Peely because he does have to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep him too much longer.
I get you.
Hey, fuck. Hey. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we going Snyder cut link. No, I'm just playing.
He's like, I don't know about all that. You know?
We still got 3 more hours now. I'm just
Yo, but yeah, just this thing I feel like is special, man, and that's why I plan on being very hands-on with this thing until it either comes to fruition or we get like an answer on, hey, we just not gonna be able to do it, right? It's gonna be one of those two, but I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna be very hands-on, and the reason being is a lot of these things that we've stated, right? You already had somebody put in the chat that they're planning on trying to crash the hashtag on 214 day. But this just goes to show, right? These were fans of Zack Snyder, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, right?
Supposedly, right. Yeah. That's the biggest question.
These old ways, right? These are these old ways that I was going to start trying to touch on, right? Is that, the old ways were attacking one another, not coming together, right? Unless it was for a trending event, right? Which is not really the way to actually do things, right? You should really kind of be working with one another more cohesively than just trending events, right? If you are in fact really trying to bring something this monumental into fruition, right? Is there something that I'm missing with that, guys, or what do you think?
Nah, definitely, bro.
That's definitely on point, bro.
Yeah, should work together. Definitely. I mean, that's the biggest thing, bro. Y'all got power. We got numbers. If we focus this shit, bro, like Cyclops' eyes, we can do anything. This is a big ass fucking movement. This is a lot of people around, even though there was bots and all this other shit. It's still a lot of faithful people, and they Zack Snyder fans. Like, why would you want to shit on this? Why do you not want to see this movie on Netflix? Do you not want to? Why shit on it? Oh, you must be friends with James Gunn or something. Shit like that. It's the old ways, bro. That's what you perfectly called it that. The old ways, because we was on some dumb shit, bro.
Not only that, man, but you guys were being attacked from the inside by people who weren't really fans of Zack, if you think about it, right? they were just kind of nerdy geeks here and there. And there was something that you said a while ago that always sticks with me. I actually said it in the chat, and he pulled it up. Like I'm gonna ask the chat, and I'm gonna ask the panel this question. Okay, chat, what is your profession? Panel, what is your profession?
Yeah. Right, exactly.
You feel me? Every fucking Zack Snyder fan knows the answer to that question. If I say, what is your profession? And we know those individuals in the past that did not know the answer to that question. So that leads me to say that, you know, you guys were not just attacked by lames who want clout, but it were lames who wanted clout who were trying to pretend to be something they weren't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And those same lames were among some of the first within the so-called fandom, right? I say so-called before because if I add them, it's got to be so-called, right? The so-called Zack fans who have their little channels, right? As soon as they heard about this, they were the first ones to, shake my head, this is dumb, woo woo, blah blah blah. But it's like, how can this be dumb? This is something for Zachary Edward Snyder, the master maker, the auteur, right? Like, why wouldn't you be in support of this? Fuck who made it.
Right.
Forget who came up with the idea. Forget who got his back in cultivating it. Forget whose platforms that we're on. It's this idea.
Right.
I've agreed with motherfuckers that I don't like plenty of times in my life. That's what you do in the military. You just go with the plan that works. And this plan works. This is a work smarter, not harder, bulletproof plan. Both hashtags are fire. The original one is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat saying their professions. And the rhetoric and the messaging behind it is also bulletproof, because we're not asking for anything except for y'all to get the licensing from Warner Brothers. That's all we're asking Netflix to do. Whatever they do with that is between them, God, and Zack Snyder. It's all bulletproof. So why wouldn't you get behind it?
It is, bro. Why wouldn't you get behind it? You know, like, I don't hang around evil people like Lobo all day, but for this movement, I've hang around people like Lobo.
Hey, don't talk about my wife, man. Come on.
But for real, it's like we've like a lot of people, we're from around the world, bro. A lot of us, we have different religions, different languages. You know, if you hear how we speak, a lot of us really can't even speak English, you know, but we came together because we wanted to see Zack Snyder's movies. So if there's another opportunity where somebody has came up with a great idea, maybe it seems like it could happen. People are getting behind it. That's more ways we can see Zack Snyder's movies. Why hate on it? You know, why hate on that? Why? But it's like, it's coming true what I've always been saying. The people, like you just said, the people hating on you are a lot of times on the inside, you know? And I've been saying this shit from the jump. So y'all, I think y'all are doing better than everybody else because y'all's inside is clean. That's it. You know, like these people that's coming from the outside, they can't touch y'all. They're not even they can't even reach because they've already burned the bridge. You know, they've already shitted on y'all. They've already did everything.
Mm-hmm.
So now they can't reach. You already know who they are. So now that when it's like, yo, let's get in this, let's do this podcast, or let's do this or do this. Nah, you fucking with me because of clout. You're not fucking with me because you're my homie. You're fucking with me because you want some clout of what I did. So
all that I love you, I respect you shit.
Yeah. You're my brother.
Yeah. My bro. I ask Sil, man, and definitely ask Sky. I've said that shit since day one. I hate that shit. Don't tell me you fucking love me, bro. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Earn that shit, dude.
I love you, brother.
Yeah. Much love. Man, shut the hell up with that shit, bro. Respect me first. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
I feel you on that, Peely. I hate that fake shit.
It's a lot of that fake shit around, bro. Y'all boys just stay what y'all doing. You don't have to put out the message. Just do what you're doing. Dog, me and Sky was talking the other day, and you know, he was like, man, that was a great idea. I'm gonna do it. And I was about to blurt it out on what you should, but he was like, "Nah, don't tell." But shit
hell
no. Just keep doing shit like that, because.
Oh no! Look, you put the battery in my back 100%. The wheels have already been turning. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, bro. Do that. So when they see that, they're gonna be like, "Wow, these dudes are serious. These dudes are really going at it." And that's when Zach gets involved. This shit is gonna turn nuclear when Zach gets involved. If he, I've heard he's been liking y'all pictures and shit like that.
Three of them. Three posts.
So he made it a trilogy, Peely. He made it a trilogy.
Imagine if he posts something with like Justice League 2 characters or something like that. It's because of y'all, If he gets behind it, if he starts posting Justice League shit again.
Oh my God, Joe. Can you imagine if we...
It's over, bro. It's over.
If we activate Zach, yo.
Activate Zach.
Yeah. Y'all activate Zach. This shit going
if Zach starts taking his own crack, man, wouldn't that be some shit?
If y'all activate Zach, it's over. And if Zach, just start sharing some more Justice League shit, bro, everybody's gonna start doing it. Inspire people to do better. Savage bad, damn right. But yeah, if y'all get Zach involved, man, it's over. It's over. But this shit definitely got a shot. I'm rooting for y'all because I definitely want to see this movie.
Can you imagine, Peely?
Yo, that shit'd be crazy, bro. I wouldn't even know what to say. Yo, when we were talking about restore the Snyder verse or whatever, bro, I knew them dudes wasn't gonna do shit, bro, because it's not like that, but it was like, bro,
it's
like,
because of the old ways, bro.
Right, how they act. If you see, it was like
it's because of the old ways.
Old ways, man, like you said it. But with y'all, there's a chance. It's actually like I'm excited. I'm hoping to see another trade, or I'm hoping to hear somebody else talk about it. So it feel like I got excitement again in here.
You know what I used to see, man? You just sparked my mind when you said they weren't gonna do shit. When I used to see the restore stuff happening, right? I felt weird at times because I'd be like, damn, I feel like I'm hashtagging more than the motherfuckers who started this shit. Like I was hashtagging restore like a motherfucker. But I almost named some names, but I seen like 4 or 5 key accounts that wouldn't do a damn thing, bro. It was nuts to me. I was like, what is happening?
Where are they now? Are they talking to you, or are they trying to get in touch with
you? Nah, they ain't trying to get in touch about this shit. One of them, she cool. You probably know who I'm talking about. She cool or whatever. And she does interviews and all this shit. She doing her thing. But like, she was one of them. I was just like, why aren't you like, using your fucking clout, power, and influence to hashtag restore the Snyder? It tripped me out.
She got a blue check. Never mind, I already know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, bro, like shit like that. I see and I just rub my chin like, like what's really good? Like y'all got your bag and you bounced. Okay, cool. And then I see other accounts. I see other accounts doing all these like alcoholic streams and shit, and it's just like, okay, you got enough money to buy alcohol, but where's the hashtag restore? Okay, you got your drink and you left the party. You're like, okay, all right, cool. You left the party. But here my ass is my little measly fucking account that I used to have is not so measly anymore. But I'm trying to restore and saying my rhetoric and putting paragraphs of details and information to hype up Zack Snyder and the fandom and crickets. And I'm just like, well, what am I doing this for? Why do I give a fuck? Because I'm a Zack Snyder fan, I guess.
Right.
Then you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Like when it was kind of crumbling down from release the Snyder Cut movement, I started seeing how people were trying to like change their Watchmen room for something their own, and y'all kind of came up in that. Y'all were in the tail end of that. Y'all saw it too. But then, so the funny thing was, I was like, yo. All right, I done did all of these Go Deep podcasts. All of y'all's characters have come up out of this Go Deep podcast, right? And all of these people got Zach on their show all night, or doing all of this shit. So I was just like, bro, if the world really thinks that these people did this shit, and I want them to see how they look if I'm gone, right? So I want to say, I want to be like, bro, it really was like, yo, if you think they did it, then watch how quivering they look when I walk away. So I left.
He said, made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov, right?
Right. Yeah. Bro, I sat there like Pai Mei, just doing my beard, watching these dudes. Bro, I knew they
Shout out to Kill Bill.
Shit. Right, like Kill Bill, Pai Mei. I knew they wasn't gonna do shit because they wasn't doing shit before we showed up. They were there, but wasn't shit going on. Like wasn't shit popping. When we showed up, bro, the whole shit changed, right? So then I saw that same energy in Skywalker, and I saw, all right. So then he was like, yo, you should have this dude, and you meet this dude. So I met the rest of the cool table. So then I was like, yo, they're just us. They're the new version of us. They're like the new and improved version of us. So now I really do think y'all can do what we did. It's not hard, it's really, maybe it is. It gets hard some days, but it's pretty easy, bro. Just focus on the right people to talk to.
Factual.
Execute the conversation. Like you said, you can't do it like the old ways. You got to do it better with better communication. Not toxic traits like we're not trolling or we're not doing anything like that. Other than that, they're gonna do it, because they've already shown you. They put it in Forbes, they're putting it in trades. Pretty soon, Zach's gonna get involved, and then it's off to the races. Everybody's gonna help you.
It's gonna be somebody in an interview where somebody's probably gonna have to ask Zach, like, "Hey, have you been seeing this new thing going on?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?" You know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
Who still gets Zach interviews? Who still gets Zach's interviews? Who's
you talking about in the fandom?
Yeah.
You already
who
know.
Does?
I'm trying to. I know exactly who does.
Yeah.
I already hinted at them. That's all they get out of me is a hint. You don't get free advertisement over here. But that's a good point, Peely. Because if you
would have to ask, right?
Right. If you're a Zack Snyder fan, like you say you are, right? Despite whether you like this fucking movement or not, when really it's you don't like us, you would ask Zach, yo, right, bro, I saw you liking these Vero posts in direct correlation and direct pointing towards hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix. What do you think? You did it in a series of 3. You made it a trilogy, brother. What do you think of this new movement, Zach? If you're a Zack Snyder fan, right? Fuck us. Just ask the brother what's up. He on your streams, right? Getting alcohol and shit. Anyway, go ahead, Peely.
No, I'm just saying it didn't happen yet. He didn't bring it up.
Man, you know that motherfucker ain't gonna bring it up, bro. You already know, because he's not built like that, man. The thing about people is this. I've learned a long time ago, and Sil, this is why I rock with Sil heavy, because that dude, whether he like you or not, he's going to give you your credit. He's going to give you your flowers. He's going to dissect what you say, right or wrong. If you right and he hates you, he's going to talk about your shit and he's going to say how right you are. He ain't got to be your friend to tell you you're right. That's a fucking man. You feel me?
Sil's a cool dude, bro.
Yeah, Sil's fucking dope.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? And
has Sil ever got Zach on the show?
I don't know. Not that I know of. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Man, look.
You know
ain't that a travesty though? Ain't that a travesty?
That's what I'm saying. The bitch ass powers that be within the fandom have kept, certain parties away from real niggas. Excuse my French.
Hey,
that's a travesty,
man,
bro.
Nah, look. Here's the thing, though. Right? We're at a point now where all of that stuff is about to be like for not anyway, because
it already is.
We doing something new and we creating our own avenues. You know what I'm saying? Nightwing says Tyrone Magnus wants to talk to me. He said he want to talk to me, and that'll be crazy. Tyrone Magnus ain't say that. Don't say that, Nightwing.
Does he say?
no
Does he say 2 million subscribers? Is that what he says? 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, 2 million subscribers.
I think he says. Well, wasn't he saying 10 or 2 for a while? No,
I thought he said 10. Yeah, I thought he said 10.
I think it's 2.
He might be saying 2 now because he's closer to 2.
Yeah,
but yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, nah, we is doing something new and improved over here, yo. And I'm glad that I have some forward thinking people around me, and we've all been on the same accord, and we've been able to kind of keep this thing going. And I do see what you're saying, Peely, because yeah, the work is hard, but at the same time, I do feel like it's easy as long as you stay on course, right? And you keep doing what you need to do, and you do not let the situation get derailed, right? Which is exactly why I'm being so hands-on, right, with all this stuff.
Have y'all had y'all's first Twitter event yet?
No,
that's coming up for 214.
214.
Oh, all right,
yes,
cool.
That's the first one.
Valentine's.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hashtag sales ZSJL to Netflix. Hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix. You already know it's gonna be massive, yo. I have lofty expectations, right? I've taken a whole day off work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing a Twitter space that day, right? We're gonna be dropping stuff for you guys in the interim, right? We might be doing like some giveaways, you know what I'm saying? And so, yo, we got all kind of stuff planned. Might do some raffles, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff that we got planned. The ZSJL to Netflix YouTube channel, they reached out and let me know that they're gonna become semi-active pretty soon, so they're gonna be dropping something, a hype video apparently. So, I'm very excited about how this fandom is moving. Oh, and real quick, let me give you guys because Sammy was supposed to have something ready for me, but what we're gonna do is I'm about to just read it. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, I want to give you guys an update real quick on these numbers, these Twitter numbers.
That's dope.
Right.
That's what I was about to ask.
I think Sammy did give them to you. Check the chat.
No. What? I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yo, real quick, wait. Oh, I am wrong.
yeah, motherfucker.
Shut up. I'm wrong.
See, hey, trust your right hand man, dog. Trust your right hand man, dog. Trust your right hand man.
Wait,
trust your right hand man.
I was like, yo, say this, hey.
Trust your right hand man, dog. I'm trying to say. I will never lead you astray, Sky. I got your back, dog. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm trying to tell you. You already know.
Hey,
Sammy stupid.
Let me grab these graphics for y'all real quick.
For sure.
Let me grab these graphics. Get the people an update, yo, about these numbers, because it's been great, yo.
That shit funny. Chat started lighting up.
Right.
So that's why I love this shit, man, because this shit couldn't happen with the old movement. They'd have been purposely trying to sabotage, and I told you ain't shit. This is why I should be the one to claim the idea, and this is why we should change that phrase, what's your profession, to actual professions. We should start talking about nursing. We start talking about babysitting and plumbing. And what's this whole thing about? Oh, what's AU?
Okay. All right. I'm back. Right. All right. Everybody laugh it up. Everybody get their good laughs in, because Skywalker was just proved wrong like a motherfucker. But anyway, yo, I want to give you guys an update, right? Because we are talking about separation and kind of moving forward, right? We got some graphics for you guys. I want you guys to check these out real quick. Okay, so these are the total hashtag counts. Okay. Now if you look on the left, right, hashtag sells the NJL to Netflix and hashtag sells Snyderverse to Netflix, right, are totally, I don't even know what you want to call that.
Eclipsing?
Yeah, eclipsing, right? Yo, this is wonderful news, yo. Like, I just want to show you guys that this is what we're doing, right? We're shifting the narrative here. All right. And this is just from the 11th to the 17th. So about 1 week. So yeah, you guys are doing over 50,000 tweets per week. Woo! All right.
Compared to the other hashtags.
Yes. Which, if you add them all up together, okay. Hold up. Sammy said, get the banner off. Let me oblige. Right. Oh yeah, because we got the fire ones down at the bottom, right?
Them shits ain't doing nothing.
Right?
Y'all ain't firing nobody at no damn 1,000 tweets.
Yeah.
That's funny,
right?
Bro.
So we just want to show you guys that this is what you guys are doing.
So tell me this.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? So that's Restore the Air Cut, 5,000. Also, although that's been out for a while. Make the Batfleck movie, what's that, 6,000. Fire Game, James Gunn, 4. Why do y'all think y'all are dominating? Is it because everything is new, or it's a great idea?
Can I answer this, or you can answer?
Go ahead. Oh no, go ahead.
In my opinion, I think that this idea, this movement, these hashtags represent a void that needed to be filled within the fandom as soon as WBD came in and did what they did, right? WBD came in and they pretty much told everybody, we're not listening to you anymore. You know, this person's fired. They pretty much fired the entire Trinity, right?
Right.
And they're getting ready to do a soft reboot of sorts. And they effectively told the fandom, we're not rocking with the Snyderverse at all anymore. We were going to, but we're not. And that void was then filled with scattered and shattered and fractious, as James Gunn said, voices in the many forms of those hashtags that you saw on the screen, right? And what Skywalker did was, I'll never forget this conversation. It was like freaking yesterday. He was pissed. He said, man, this shit ain't over. This shit is bullshit. And I don't know if you remember this, guy. This conversation happened in about 3 parts. You called me once and you said this and you were pissed. And then the next time we had a conversation, you were pissed even more. And then the next conversation we had, you said, I have an idea. And you came to me with the idea. And then I said, whoa.
That's true.
This makes sense. Because a little secret, we all gave up on hashtags. All of us. We said, fuck this. We're not doing hashtags or campaigns or trending events. Sky was one of the main ones saying this shit. And I was like as equally vocal, or if not, you know, more pissed. Because I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm done.
I was tapped out.
Like, yeah. And here and there, my cultist ass would, you know, even go against my own self and be hypocritical, right? But I was vehemently on board with saying fuck hashtags and fuck trending events. This man came through with an idea. And I was like, you got my sword and my shield, bro. Let's get it. The rest is history, right? But it filled a void because everybody wanted hope and positivity. And, you know, with his hashtag, short, sweet, rhyming, powerful, right? And a direct message. That's the thing missing from all those things. They're ideas that are linked to a company. The company's not linked directly, but they're linked to the company nonetheless. This hashtag, you can't take it, you can't usurp it, you can't steal it, you can't steer it anywhere else. It is short, sweet, and beautiful. The only other thing that was needed was maybe one other hashtag that just cleans up all the semantical motherfuckers out there, because we know they exist. We just discussed them. And that would be the Snyderverse one. Also directly linked to Netflix. This was perfect. And that is one of the biggest reasons that, in my opinion, other than the void, why people got behind it. They said, this is a clear message. There's nothing to go around this. We know what these gentlemen are talking about. Let's get behind this. We're aiming our voices towards Zack Snyder's new home, Netflix.
Hey, so Austin goes, damn, Leon, guy calls you and has conversations. Every time he calls me, he just has more ideas than the artwork and graphics. Short conversations indeed. Austin, you always
Austin just put you on blast.
Hey, Austin be booed up, bro. I don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know, I be like, oh, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's Netflix and chilling. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn, now Scott's trying to say I ain't got no bitches. Damn. You hear that shit? Yeah, that's it. What's worse?
That's not what.
Damn. Hey, but check this out. Trending event on Valentine's Day, just be like, damn, we don't got no bitches, dog. Ain't nobody going.
You know what's funny? Shorty, I'll just say her name is Shorty for now. She was like, I told her about this event. She was like, yeah, I don't really fuck with Valentine's Day, so you good. All right.
Legendary.
Yes. Perfect storm.
I already knew you were legendary.
Appreciate it.
Wait, you guys are getting calls. Yeah, absolutely. Yo. This is great. He said, nah, I got a call. I finally had my call. Yeah. Right. Hey, for real.
Oh man, I love this. This is funny.
He said it's the end of the cool table. Hey, for real, right? That shit gonna all come back to this one stream. But look,
I'm like, anybody even got my number? My phone's over here. Cricket.
Oh, bro, Necron, you need my new number, actually.
I know, bro. Nah, Scott called me when something's going wrong and he wants to get it off his chest. I'm sure he does the same to you too. Like,
definitely. Certain
streams where people weren't recognizing and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Cool table with cool table, baby. Yep. Shit, we used to do the 4-way calls. We need to go back to that.
Facts.
Right?
Real
Remember
talk.
those days?
Hey, facts. Right? Hey, because I have had conversations with Austin. Right, they over here trying to cap. Anyway, look, I want to kind of go. Right, hey, right. Look, you see, look, he said, and Sky ain't wrong either. I'm always like, oh shit, pause the show, babe. Skywalker's calling me. Exactly, right. Every time I call. He be booed up, and it's like, okay, bro, I ain't about to have you on the phone all along. You know what I'm saying?
No
like,
shit. That's true, right? You wouldn't want to be.
Yeah. I'm trying to be respectful, and then he gonna call me out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, I want to kind of go around the round table and get everybody's final thoughts on this because I just did think that this was an important conversation to have because I do think that there needs to be a distinction drawn between these two movements. And so I wanted to kind of put something on wax. So I know, Necron, you got here last, so I'm going to start with you, homie. You want to kind of give your thoughts on everything and let the people know how you're feeling.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's not impossible until it's possible. So people telling you, this is impossible, that's impossible. They're just trying to hold you back, trying to keep you under their control, make you follow what they want and not, what your heart wants. So these hashtags, at first, I was even one of the first ones thinking, ain't no way James Gunn gonna let this happen. And Sky flipped me in that night on air, took his hypothesis and gave it out there. I was like, well, you know what, man, this shit is right. It does make sense. This actually does work, man.
Right.
Because these guys are broke. They need money. Netflix got the money to do this and pay everyone and do the special effects and make it happen. So why is this is actually, it checks all marks for it to actually happen in my book. Everything makes sense. Now, if WB was a banking company and had all this money and billions upon billions of dollars, they probably would be like, nah, it's not happening. We're doing just fine. But when you're operating in the red, they need to have cash flow quickly because they're in debt. Damn, Austin calling me. What the hell? I'm on air, Austin. What you doing, bro? Let me take this call live, dude.
All right.
We're on air. What's up? He just wanted to prove that I get calls. All right, well, I'll call you back later.
Yo, Austin a trip, bro. The cool table, bro.
He messed me up.
The cool table. Man, Austin, let Necron speak, man.
I know. I'm waiting, being patient, because
Mikey
on and this Mikey stuff is gonna probably be insanely awesome, whatever it is. Leon and Sky been working diligently behind the scenes, keeping this going, keeping it on track. And hats off to them because they keep me looped into what's going on, behind the scenes real quick and whatever. And these guys are working hard, and they do deserve a lot of credit. And all the other people hashtagging like Slider Queen in the chat because she's out there, putting in work on it too.
Bro, Snyder Queen didn't sleep for damn near 3 days, Peely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Snyder Queen. I like all y'all's chat. Snyder Queen, Mama Bear.
And this like too, the reason these guys, people saying, well, don't let people tell you what the hashtag. They're not trying to gatekeep this. They're just trying to keep it getting usurped from people who don't have the same intentions as they have, which is really, it was just to get the movies, on Netflix, something.
Necron.
Yes, sir.
Let me say something real quick. Let me just straighten that out. I'm gonna let you finish. For people that are saying that want to know why we're quote unquote gatekeeping the amount of hashtags being used, it's not for clout or ego, man. It's the algorithm. Like literally,
they know this shit, man.
Now I just want to say it on the air because I don't even want anybody to bullshit and be like, oh, it wasn't said to me. Like this isn't about ego. This isn't about clout. This is about Skywalker came up with a brilliant fucking hashtag. Hashtag sells the SJL to Netflix is bulletproof. Hashtag sells Snyderverse to Netflix is bulletproof.
Yes, sir.
You got 2 hashtags that cover all your needs, that cover them all. The first one is short and sweet, and that's why it trends like fire. The second one is for all the other bullshit you want to say. The Ayer cut, the make the bat flag, blah, blah, blah. It's all encompassing within the phrase Snyderverse so that we can kill the algorithm in a good way. Them hashtags are making a 2-piece special on that algorithm. It's a 2-piece special. Like there's nothing else needed. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to add something, you just add literal words with no hashtags. Hey, I love Sky. Hey, Leon rocks. Hey, Sammy Snyder Queen is the shit. Hey, cool table, cool. Hey, I fucking hate the cool table. Hey, I fucking hate Peely. I fucking love Peely. Hey, I love Syl. I hate Syl. I don't care. Just don't hashtag it because you're gonna fuck up the algorithm. We want the algorithm to be straight with those hashtags so that we can aim our message. That's literally it. That's all I got to say about that. Necron, go ahead, brother. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, and it just came from a good place. It didn't come from a clout chasing place or anything. And that's why I think it picked up so organically, because it was organically a good thing. It came from a good place, a positive place. Something, I'm very well aware of being positive and a very nice person in my personal life, and that's it. But even I could see, this was good shit. This makes sense. This is what the fandom needed. Fucking so salutes to you guys, man.
Right.
Fucking killed it.
Appreciate you, Necron.
For sure. Yeah, appreciate you big time, homie. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You already know it's much love. Before we move on, you want to let the people know of any streams that you got coming up, sir?
Oh, let's see. I'm gonna be doing some more witching hour on my channel, probably closer to the weekend. And if you haven't watched it, watch the 300 conversation we had on my channel with the cool table and
fire.
That was so good, bro.
Girl.
Yeah, fire conversation. Check that out on Necron's channel. We talked about 300 for, was it like 4 hours or some shit?
4 hours, but then we talked about the hashtags too, remember?
Yeah.
Oh,
It kind of transitioned into that, so that was cool. Just happened. So yeah, it's a good conversation.
And everybody understood what their profession was that night too, when asked. They did. They did.
Yo, for sure. Shout out to Necron.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Absolutely. Leon, you want to give your final thoughts before we get on up out of here, homie?
Yeah, man. It was a pleasure being on this panel. Number one, man, with the great Peely. Man, you've been, in the trenches since day one of all the inception of all this stuff, and your insight and your knowledge and your wisdom of this stuff is very much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And your support as well. So you already know, man.
Appreciate it.
For sure, man. Before all this shit too, I remember we used to DM each other here and there about like our thoughts on different shit going on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I always thought that was dope. That just seeing from afar, like the type of guy you were, the type of cat that I perceived you to be. You know what I mean? And so, they always say, "Oh, don't meet your heroes and shit." Nah, fuck all that. You just gotta meet the right one. So, you feel me?
Hey, no, don't put that on me. I'm not no hero, bro. I'm just
hey, you know what? Hey, even motherfuckers that are called villains could be a hero to a motherfucker. I ain't saying you a villain. I'm pretty sure I'm somebody's villain too, but it is what it is. But yeah, that being said, this whole movement is just fucking dope. Like me just being a fan and being a part of it as like sort of a lieutenant, so to speak, right? Like I still kind of approach it like a fan. And I get thrilled because that keeps me going. You know what I mean? It keeps me in the fight. Because Sammy lost sleep. I ain't gonna lie, my sleep has been fucked since this has been going on. Like,
mine too, bro. I've been going to bed every day. Bro, I've been going to bed every day, like past 3 a.m. pretty much.
Same here.
Same here. Every day.
Same here. You already know. You already know. Because if not for streams, if not for like trending and streams and just everyday life and career shit, like me and Scott, for example, would just be up talking, shooting the shit and sharing ideas about all this bullshit and then fucking going to bed eventually. I remember one time before this shit, when we were just cooking on the other shit that we got going on, I fell asleep, remember? In the back
on the fucking backpack.
Motherfucker was like, "Is Leon asleep?" And that shit woke me up. I was like, "Oh shit, I am." But yeah,
like, bro, let's go. Let's get off this.
Right. So, work is always being put in behind the scenes whenever we're doing projects. But this one in particular kind of started kicking our ass, but in a good way, because I feel like it's really worth it to, like Sky was saying, saying before, he was trying to do this for, Still Nation mostly. And that was great. And then everything just kind of grew from there. I remember at one point I was like, it was like the next day I was like, "Yo, we should do a trending event." And then everybody was like, "Fuck no." Well, Scott was like, because we had just said we're not doing any of this shit.
I had just said that I wasn't doing that shit. And I was like, bro, I'm about to fire on Leon.
and then I told Sky, I'm like, bro, but Sky already knew. He was like, "Man, I had already been thinking about that type of shit." And I was like, and then I'm like, and then you saying it, now we got to fucking do it. I'm like, bro, we have to, because we, you, me, us, all of us, we have to take control of this, or else it's going to be what Peely said. And this is before even talking to Peely. Yeah, someone's going to come along and say, this organic, trending thing that's happening, I'm going to usurp it, and I'm going to us united, hashtag sell. No, fuck that. All these things that have nothing to do with the cause will just spring up. And they did. They magically did, right? So it's just been a great little adventure, almost like a social experimente, if anybody's familiar with my little bullshit line there, right? So to speak, right? And just being a part of it. And yeah, man, everybody be on the lookout for 214 Day, because hopefully we got something special to present on top of trending. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to heat it up for y'all. And everybody out there listening, this is not about clout. This isn't about opposition on the other side, from the antis or even people from within the Snyderverse fandom that may or may not like us. It's not about you guys. It's fine. You can dislike us or whatever. I'm asking for anybody who is a fan of Zack Snyder and wants to see him continue this, join in. What would it hurt? Even if you think the idea is stupid, even if you don't like us, even if you think this thing doesn't have a chance in hell, why not? It's a worthy cause. It costs you nothing to tweet out these 2 hashtags and join in. I mean, you guys sit on Twitter anyway and talk about anything anyway. So why not just add this one thing to your list? And lastly, I'll say thank you to, excuse me, Sil Nation, Sil Abdul. He's been putting in work. He's the type of guy, he's not really,
big thanks.
He's not about like clout and credit and shit. He's not that guy. I've been shouting him out, and I know Sky has too, but I've been making sure I shout him out all the time, because without his platform, none of us have what we have right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Sil Abdul has been that guy. And I've been without really knowing him personally, I've been very protective of him. I noticed just naturally, because I'm like that with genuine motherfuckers. I get a little protective about them, their brand, and what they got going on, because I see how they are and how protective. I see how Sil is protective of us. You know what I mean? Like, he's become a mirror reflecting what he wants, so to speak, whether purposely or not. So I appreciate him. I appreciate Mikey Sutton for always having this fandom back. This man, y'all don't even know. Like, y'all don't even know. I'm gonna leave it at that. For real. Thank you to Mikey. And Sky, man, my dude. It's funny. I grew up with people in my life that, I'm close to, etc. But people that I didn't grow up with, I'm usually like, cool, they're acquaintances and associates or whatever. I feel like this motherfucker Sky, like, we might be related in some way, shape, or form. And me and this dude be on the same fucking page about so much shit is ridiculous. And like, I don't need that to get along with people. But obviously that shit makes it easy, right? If you're on the same wavelength. And sometimes when we're not, we just get each other. Like, if I don't agree with him, I'm like, bro, I get where the fuck you coming from, my dude. I may not agree with it, but I fucking get it. Same with me. I'll be 38 hot about some shit. He's like, I feel it, bro. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I don't agree. And we just get it like that. So when he had this idea, it just made it too easy to get on board, because this guy had the best intentions. You know what I mean? And it was bulletproof. Sky's a smart dude, and I feel like that shit is kind of lost on people for some reason. I don't know why. We can get into the demographics of many different reasons, but Sky's a smart dude. This nigga Peely. I'm over here hinting at it. Peely said, "I'm gonna take this alley-oop and just dunk it, bro. You tripping?" What do you think? He said, "Cause you're black." He just fucking said it. I'm like the demographics, the demographics and shit. He's like, "Because you're black, bro." Peely said, "Say it." He's black. Basically, right? Like, that could be a reason, Yeah. But long story short, I'm not trying to, y'all know me. I ain't with all this praising motherfuckers for no reason. Everybody I just praised earned it. You already know, Necron. And shout out to my nigga Necron, man. That's my guy.
Necron.
Leon,
that's my guy.
Necron.
Huh?
For real.
What happened?
Nah, I say he's hype right now. Like
a little bit, man, because I'm happy with this shit, man. I am. I just am, bro. This shit is exciting.
I feel this shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. But let me wrap it up. My fault. I'm gonna pass the mic. I just wanted to get hype, praise everybody on some real shit, not on some fake love bullshit. Because y'all know me in that. I'm gonna make a T-shirt of that. Don't give me no fake love. Hate me before you fake love me. No, fuck that. At least I know where you coming from, you know. But anyway, I relinquish the mic. You know what I'm saying? Much love.
Yo, much love to the homie Leon. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming through on this stream.
Definitely.
And it's always a pleasure to have you on. I wanted to save Peely's take for last, right? Because seeing as how he is the special guest, I wanted to just give you this highlight and really just, I'm gonna just let you take us on out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so I just want to say first, congratulations to y'all, man, because nobody gonna give y'all the props. Let me do it. Y'all boys deserve this shit. This shit couldn't have happened to a better crew, a better group of people. I know it's the cool table, but I know it's y'all support group also. And it couldn't have happened at a better time when people was trying to drag on Seal or do anything like that. How this shit just happened, it's like the return of the Jedi, bro. And this is really what it is. There's a return of the Jedi. Return, bro. Skywalker is here, and it's like, bro, it couldn't happen to a better crew, It couldn't happen to a better set of people. All of y'all, from Lobo, I know he's a little wild man and got weapons and shit, but he's still a cool dude. Austin, he's real cool.
He said he got weapons and shit.
Yeah, he got all kind of weapons everywhere, But look at
slice and dice.
Remember we was comparing knives one time, and he was like, "You call that a knife?"
Oh, that's a mega knife. Yeah. It's back there somewhere.
You gotta be on point with white guys like that, bro. You gotta always watch it. But no, for real, bro. Y'all got a hell of a crew, man. Y'all got a hell of a crew, and y'all just like, bro. I wish y'all luck, but I really want to say congratulations to y'all because from both sides, y'all catch hell. Y'all just in the middle of this shit trying to make something happen, and it's happening. And I want y'all to keep it up. All the leeches, it looks like they're gone. All the people that's gonna fuck y'all up or try to fuck y'all up, it looks like they're gone. So y'all just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all's channel, it's like, look at this shit. Y'all like, hey man, I want to thank you. I want to do this. I want to do that. Y'all just so nice. That shit never happened back in the day, bro. It was just like, like, oh, fuck these niggas, yeah, fuck these niggas, yeah. Y'all talking so nice to each other. Yeah, I want to thank Steel. I want to thank Lobo and all this other shit. Bro, that just shows the difference of who we used to be compared to how y'all look right now, right? So it's like that shows the growth. That shows the progressiveness. That shows everything that we could have been. Y'all are right now, and it couldn't have happened to nobody better. Y'all aren't the clout chasers. Y'all know what's your profession means. You know what I mean? Y'all up every night. Nobody's paying y'all. Y'all not trying to say, hey, we got to make this hashtag account so we can make money. Y'all are all genuine. Y'all got everything good about y'all. Y'all check every box that everyone always wanted. That's y'all, So it's like, if you don't believe in God, there's something that blessed y'all with this. You know what I mean? Or some way that y'all got blessed.
I'm always talking about God.
Right.
And
right.
I ain't gonna even lie.
It's really that, because there's only one crew that deserves this shit, bro. There's only one crew. It's y'all. And it's like, y'all paying homage to Seal. You got to. You know what I mean? Seal put in the most work. Restore.
Yes, sir.
I mean? You gotta show love to Seal, How can we hate Seal if it wasn't for Seal? This shit would
I
have
wouldn't
sunk
be
a
on
long time
YouTube,
ago.
bro.
Right.
Bro, I wouldn't be on YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have literally never made my channel, bro. And then it's like, I feel like even with me, like, I'm kind of like, you know, a few of y'all's kid, you know, right? Because, you know, I fucking got on YouTube because of Still. I stayed on YouTube because of some of the things that you imparted onto me, right? Because I was gonna give this shit up, man. Like when stuff got weird, yo. I mean, I was about to be done. Real talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's like there's certain things that you kind of have to do, yo. Like, and as long as I'm on YouTube, I can't say nothing bad about you, Still, Mikey Sutton, like anybody that's just been rocking out with me personally, and just really, like you said, giving hope. Like, yo, this shit would have been stuck a long time ago, yo.
Right. Can you imagine
If not for a sales platform?
If Seal and Mikey wasn't doing that shit, it would have sunk a long time ago. They held everybody up. So when I see people talking shit about Seal, like, bro, there's no way you can talk shit about Seal. Like, there's no way.
And he was right anyway. Like that's the stupid part. Like they want to leave the part out that the motherfucker was right about.
Right.
All that shit.
Seal was swimming with the boat on his back, bro. Seal did this whole Restore the Snyderverse shit as the king of the shit, bro. You know what I mean? So everybody else is jumping on these trending events and they want to do this and they want to do that. Seal prevented everybody from drowning, dog. You know what I mean? So you can't hate on Seal.
That's the truth.
You can't hate on Seal. So
that is so real.
Right. I mean, it happened. It really happened like that. Or, you know, Mikey gets hate too. These two guys you can't hate on. So that's why I say it's good that y'all are not saying y'all getting the clout, but y'all are getting the recognition. The right people are getting the recognition. And that's the best part about this shit. Back in our movement, release the Snyder Cut, the right people didn't get the recognition. The right people didn't get no recognition, you know? And it's not about recognition or anything like that. But what I'm trying to say is the false people took this shit and ran with it. You know what I mean?
In other words, if there's going to be recognition given, it should be given to the right people.
Correct.
Absolutely.
That's why
Absolutely.
Like you said, you know, we don't want to take it and we don't want to gatekeep this shit. Yeah, nigga, gatekeep this shit. Yes, do that. Do that. Y'all do that. You know, don't let nobody else gatekeep it because that's what they're gonna try. Y'all do need to gatekeep it. Don't be humble about taking ownership of something special that you made. You know, you can be like, oh yeah. Michael Jordan can be like, yeah, I'm pretty good shooter. No, Michael Jordan be like, bro, I'm the best. You know, I'm the GOAT.
Right.
You know, and everybody knows that. He don't have to take it into being like, oh yeah, well, you know, I did do good. No, fuck that. Y'all take ownership of this shit. Y'all gatekeep this shit because y'all gotta keep these weirdos away, bro. That's the internet, bro. And we you know, they don't. It's not like you can filter these people that come up to you and talk to you. So just be mindful of all the pit traps. Get this fucking movie out because I want to see it. When I watch it, I'm gonna shout y'all out. I'm gonna tell everybody, yo, I know who made this shit happen. You know, it's my dog, and it couldn't happen to a better crew, man. Y'all are it. Y'all are the only shining part in this movement left. Is this crew right here on this, and Austin, and the chat. Shouts out to the chat because I saw a lot of y'all showing me love, but it's y'all, and it's been y'all, bro. Since day one, when I saw it, it was y'all. Bro, I saw this other dude talking the other day, and I think I put the video in the Watchmen chat. Well, man had a great setup. He looked like a new version of Film Gob or some shit, you know, a great thing. Yeah. And he was talking about y'all, you know? He was talking about y'all shit. So then I was like, wow, you know, it's the people who was like underdogs or the people who Zach, nobody would ever be like, yo, I'm going to have Zach on, or I think Zach's going to be on y'all's Cool Table stream. Nobody would ever think that shit, right? But what's making the most results right now is the cool table. You know what I mean? So if there's a Zack Snyder shit, Zack Snyder should be on the cool table because the cool table, they're it. You know. I like reading homeboy shit, even though Tom Brady sucked. My bad.
Don't let me get started.
Everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but for real, man, it's y'all are the crew, man. Y'all are it. Y'all always been it. As soon as y'all kind of got together and y'all made this little group of cool table, y'all did the football, y'all did the basketball, but y'all have honor, y'all got respect, y'all don't got no clouds on your name. You don't really fight like that, and y'all all cool with each other. It's the greatest crew. Y'all that close to being the best Watchmen. But
y'all see the button in the logo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it.
This like the Watchmen HBO, but just done better. Y'all are it, bro. Y'all are it. I'm telling you. I always say you couldn't have got the movie without the Watchmen. But this shit right here, oh, he said too soon. My bad, Austin. My bad, bro. Talk about Tom Brady because he retired or something.
Oh,
yeah. My bad, Austin.
I hope he retired and trying to save his marriage, bro. Cause that's some shit, man. And I ain't even trying to be funny. I hope he do.
Go Bills.
Peely.
He's gonna go Bills. He stuck that shit in. Go Bills.
Hey, what's gonna be crazy, Peely, is that big monumental shit that I was talking about. That shit still ain't even dropped yet, bro. Like we ain't. This was on Peely. This was on accident, bro.
Right.
Like this was literally an accident. But once it happened, we just, kind of got the ball rolling and was like, all right, cool. We just gonna refine this thing and run it till we can't run it no more. Right. And I want to say thank you for coming on, man, because it's always super dope fucking just having you on the platform and for getting to hear your take and your perspective, especially seeing as how this was the perfect kind of conversation, right? Because we're really highlighting the difference between this movement and some other ones. So you got anything coming up, Peely, that you want to let people know about? You understand?
Man, bro, I don't know, bro. I am I'm just rolling, bro. I'm doing my thing down here, trying to
I feel it.
Stay out of, but I haven't been online like that in a while, or doing a little podcast like that. But nah, I'm just, if y'all need me, y'all know where to find me.
You know what?
One chat room,
We gonna set it up a watch along for Watchmen with the Watchmen. That shit's gonna be fun.
Yeah, let's go.
It's gonna be dope.
I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say thank you for the whole panel and everybody in the chat. This was a phenomenal conversation. And keep going with the hashtags, keep trending. We are doing astronomical numbers, averaging over 50,000 tweets per week on each one. Right? So, we can definitely make this happen, Stay tuned. Make sure that you are following at ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter. That is the official hub account. And make sure that you are subscribed to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube. All right, because they're gonna be posting some stuff as well. Right, y'all be sure to use the proper rules of engagement when tagging and using these hashtags. Right, number one, be positive. This is the home of Zack Snyder. Ain't no reason to be mad. Number two, don't include none of those other fire, boycott, restore, release, none of those other hashtags with these. And number three, do not tag, mention, reply to, quote, tweet, or anything like that, WBD and or James Gunn when using these hashtags, All you gotta do is follow those three rules and everything's been golden, right? So I think that we should just kind of keep doing what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So from the rest of the panel and myself, I want to say thank y'all for coming out. We will be getting in with y'all next time, yo. Peace. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. They finished the conquest. Real talk. Hold up.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Take